Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Tamara, and today we're going to be talking about when one person has three, count them, disorders housed within the same person. That could be kind of rare. And what I'm looking at right now, is it rare or is it not so rare? When you are interacting with someone and you're like, something is different. Like, let's say that you study narcissism all the time, or you study borderline personality disorder all the time, but then there's something else going on with that person. It might be because they are comorbid. Comorbid means that they have more than one disorder that is housed within that same person. Sounds a little intimidating, right? Yes, so this could be a very unusual combination, or it could be a very common combination. Would I say that someone who has borderline personality disorder, narcissistic personality disorder, and histrionic personality disorder, which some people say is, some people want to take histrionic personality disorder away and say, but for me, it is a thing that I think needs to be paid attention to. I don't think that you should ignore that one because it has big implications, and it can change the color of how a person looks. So today we're going to focus on someone who has these three combinations. Sounds a little frightening, right? If someone has this combination, you better hope they're high functioning, because if they're low functioning, you're talking about nightmare level, right? But if they are high functioning, they have something to reach for, they have something to live for, they are grounded, they probably had some of their needs met, they probably had some structure, maybe a great education, maybe people who were intervening, or they had enough of the things that they needed, or they were intelligent enough to compensate for some of the deficits. But even if they are high powered, this is not somebody that you want to connect with. Now, can these people make great friends? Of course, some of them can. Of course, they can. They can have great friendships with people, but even still, that person is going to either be, if you know how the Bible says, do not be unequally yoked. I think it's mostly talking about religion. So, like, if you're a Christian and you are with someone who isn't, then that person that you're very close to is gonna start rubbing off on you in some ways. They're gonna mute some of your the strength of your Christianity, or they could, right? So you want to be around like-minded people, and if you are around someone with these types of personality disorders, it's going to rub off on you. So let's talk about what this looks like. Let me give you a picture of how, and there are different variations, right? Because you're going to have people with more or less of these disorders. So it's going to paint a different picture for each person. But the picture I'm going to paint for you today is sort of high powered, high heels. I bleached my hair. I wear a ton of makeup. I am aesthetically pleasing. When I walk, you're going to hear the click of my heels going down the hallway. I'm high powered. I'm going to project that kind of energy. I'm going to take over. Now, depending on the person's Myers-Briggs personality type, for example, you're either going to get a feeler in there, or you're going to get a thinker who's more objective. If you get a feeling type of person, you're going to probably see some sweetness, some warmth. They might greet you with a smile. Hi, how are you? But then as you get to know the person, they can be very dismissive. This person is going to be, oftentimes people with borderline personality disorder, they need people to attach to. So do narcissists. Narcissist, you are my extension. You are my arms. You are my legs. You are everything I'm not. You are to be used and abused, and you are to admire me. So they're going to be looking for someone like that. But then that borderline is also going to be afraid of abandonment. So they're looking for someone who can fulfill them and fill that need that they have, make them feel whole, take away the emptiness, someone that they can be very attached to. So this person is going to be more selective than someone who's just plain borderline or someone who's just plain narcissist, because that combination is going to be more intricate for who they're trying to attach to. So you can see these people have their set people, their key people. They may be more interested in keeping you away from their people because that's going to be a threat. Like, let me come in and help you because I don't want you talking to my bread and butter. I don't want you to talk to my narcissistic supply and start to attach them because I need them, right? So the narcissist in them could be quite attacking. The borderline in them could be aggressive when it comes to stay away from my person. So if you're lucky, you're not one of the people that they're attaching to. You're one of the people that they're trying to keep away. They are also going to, even though it's confusing, because if they're very engaged, think about narcissists. Narcissists can be extremely charming. So can borderline. So they might greet you with the perfect greeting. Hello. It's so wonderful to meet you. And they're smiling and everybody's got on blue jeans, but they're sparkling with, sequins and just the perfect everything, the perfect nails, you name it. But then you start encountering this dismissive person. Like, I'm only talking to you for 2 seconds because you're really a nobody. You start to feel like a nobody around this person. Like, your input isn't needed. Or you might say, hey, I need your input on something. Before you know it, they've taken it over and they're walking away from you. And you're like, wait a minute, this is my thing. Why are you taking it and moving on with it without that personable, engaging side that I see that is at the forefront? All of us, you feel this negative, impactful, dismissive, you're the bottom of my shoe. I could give two shades about you. That's the narcissist. That's, the person that's taking charge. Like, I'm large and in charge. I've got this. I'm in control of this. I know what I'm doing. That's the narcissist taking over, right? The borderline is going to be the one that's the part of them that's sort of nervous, freaking out. You feel this anxiousness or this nervousness. That's what that person is. If you look really closely, you're going to see that. You're going to see anxiousness, nervousness, impulsiveness, just acting on something, taking over. You want to keep them in the, if they're dismissive, but they're polite, but they're dismissive, you can deal with that. You don't want this person to attach to you. So, or you don't want this person to see you as a threat and for that narcissism to start attacking you all the time. So it's best to sort of, take those little hits of bullying, subtle bullying, and stay away as much as possible, right? Because when the borderline comes forth, they see you as somebody who can meet their needs, then you're going to see their fall apart piece, their, oh my gosh, I just need you so bad, or their the clinginess. So this person's deficits can help them because they can play off of each other. The narcissism will be more of a strength, The borderline will be more of a weakness. The narcissist will be more evil. The borderline will be more compassionate. So they can kind of go back and forth, swing up, down, back, sideways. So it can be a powerful horribleness, and it can also be a powerful greatness because they can get a lot done. Narcissists have a perfectionism in them, especially the high functioning ones that want things done right, want things done correctly. Both of these people, when you put high functioning, they learn to work externally, which I'm putting out a video on that at some point. It might already be out. You want to check that out because they're going to deal a lot with the external. So you're going to see a lot of times beautiful, unless their narcissism tells them, has trained them that you don't brag, you don't show those kinds of things. I am who I am. I don't do the aesthetic pleasing thing, right? So you can get that type of narcissist too, but some narcissists are going to be perfection when it comes to outer appearance. That borderline is going to want to create an identity, right? So I might have black hair, but I've bleached it completely blonde, and you will never see the roots, ever. I'm going to wear gaudy jewelry. Why? Because I'm also histrionic. Histrionic needs to be the center of attention. So that's why if you're doing something big, you might get very dismissed by this person because I need to be the center at all times. I need to be seen. And so that's where you're also going to get, and I wear a ton of makeup, by the way, and I like to wear nice clothes, but I don't think that I'm histrionic or anything like that. So I'm just saying you can be into your looks or wanting to look good without having a disorder. I'm not saying that. But these people, the histrionic, is going to want to stand out above the crowd. They need to be the center of attention. They feel very, very uncomfortable when they're not the center, when they're not the beautiful one, when the attention is thrown onto someone else. So you might see dismissiveness when you are the star of a show that day. They may totally like, okay, yes, I'm in on it, but you're still a nobody. Like, that's being done already. You know what I mean? Because they want to be the star. So they've got all these different pieces working for them that are really turning them into a plastic monster. But it can also keep them so busy that they don't attack in the same way that these individual disorders would attack you because they've got so many things to pay attention to. Histrionic says, look at me. I am standing above everyone because I am, the narcissist is saying, I'm beautiful, I'm better, I'm high powered, I connect with people that I think are great. And if you're not great, to me, in my interpretation, then you can stay away from me because I'm not interested in you. Bottom of my shoe. That's narcissist. So that histrionic piece is going to elevate the narcissist and make them more beautiful, they're going to make them brighter. They're going to make them stand out in the crowd because I must be the center somehow, some way. I'm on stage. Why? They were probably ignored and neglected in some way in their childhood. The borderline is the piece that if you get really close to them, you're going to see them fall apart. You're going to see them get really upset. You're going to see them reacting and coming in and out to cover the person that they are highly attached to. That's the piece that's going to make you one with them. We are one. Let's dress alike. Let's both wear green tomorrow. Let's both wear our leopard print today because we are one. This combination is going to want to stay busy. They're going to want a lot of things going on, more so than the average person because they don't want to think, they don't want to tangle with their disorders. They are very externally driven, not intrinsically motivated. So it's kind of the way that they stay grounded and they feel okay, because they're going to have a lot of intrusive thoughts trying to infiltrate them. So you will see these people juggling a ton of tasks all at once, more so than most people would want to deal with. And they're probably highly intelligent, because it's difficult to be high functioning and really keep things going, if you don't have a high level of intelligence. The less amount of intelligence that you see, also the less high functioning you might be as well. Not to say that a low functioning person isn't highly intelligent as well. They just may not, they also may have a higher level of these disorders that are inside of them. So you will see these high functioning ones busy, 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 busy. I would much rather deal with them than a lower functioning one, because a lower functioning one is going to start to destroy your stuff. They're going to sabotage more. They're going to keep you from moving forward. They're not going to make progress. If that person is working for you, you're going to have to babysit them more. You see what I'm saying? So anyway, check out my book, The Workplace Narcissist. It's going to school you on the narcissistic aspect of these people, because they can do a lot of damage and they can be very hurtful, especially if you don't know what the heck is going on. But knowledge truly is power. It can keep you in a more tranquil state when you are encountering with a narcissist. So check it out. I'll put the link in the description box, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye, friends.